Do you know what today is? Today is the day where I am an insufferable ass because I got every one of my predictions right on Friday. Yes. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Yeah. What? Cool. Me. First and foremost, did I tell you that I got every one of my predictions right on Friday? Wait, I told you already? Every prediction? Like me saying that Liverpool would beat Sunderland, and they did with a very professional and solid 2-0 win, which made me a believer that they could compete for the title this year until Coutinho got hurt. And they're not gonna win any trophies this season without that guy. Or how about when I said Bayern Munich would beat Bayer Leverkusen if Manuel Neuer played, and he played, and they did 2-1. Or do you remember when I knew that Sevilla would handle Valencia with relative ease? Though after watching the game, it wasn't with relative ease, but they still won. Or no, wait, remember when I said that Monaco was gonna dominate Marseille, and that is exactly what they did with a 4-0 beatdown? That was the best. Or no, this is the best one because I said that my team of destiny that I picked to win MLS Cup, the Seattle Sounders, would get a result in Leg 2 on the road against the Colorado Rapids to go to their first ever MLS Cup final, and they did the goddamn business on a goal by rookie sensation Jordan Morris, which proves that being a predicting genius is a beautiful thing. Not cool. Barcelona and Manchester United. With their 1-1 draw this weekend, Barcelona proved that when they hit the road to play against Real Sociedad, they suck. They're winless in their last 7 La Liga games at La Anoeta. And to make matters worse, they had to watch their rivals Real Madrid win yet another game, which makes Madrid unbeaten in their last 31 in all competitions, which is 3 short of their club record of 34, which was set back in 1989. And Manchester United, who I didn't forget about, proved in their 1-1 draw with West Ham that even with Jose Mourinho and a buttload of money to spend on big name players, they kind of suck too. They have 20 points after 13 league games, which is the worst start for them since the Premier League began. Even worse than with David Moyes. And to make matters even worse than that, they had to watch their intra-city rivals Manchester City, their manager's revenge rival Chelsea, and their longtime rival Liverpool all win. Cool, the Arsenal. Because after their 3-1 win over the Cherries of Bournemouth, the Gunners are unbeaten in 19 consecutive matches in all competitions for the first time in 9 years. So maybe they do want to send Arsene Wenger into retirement as a champion. Who knew? Not cool. RB Leipzig. Listen, corporate sponsor Energy Drink Club. Nobody likes that you're kicking everyone's ass in the Bundesliga, even though you're really good at it, as evidenced by you being currently better than everyone in Germany after your 4-1 win over Freiburg. So maybe you just chill out a little bit and let some other clubs like a Borussia Dortmund or a Bayern Munich feel like they got a chance. Cool! Diego Simeone. Not only did the club that he manages, Atletico Madrid, put together a comprehensive 3-0 win on the road against Osasuna, his son Giovanni scored 2 goals in 15 minutes for his Italian club Genoa in their shock 3-1 win over Juventus, which makes me wonder what Diego Simeone does when he has a great day like this. Does he smoke cigars? Does he go get a black belt in karate? Because I feel like that's something he would do. How about a Swedish massage? That's something I don't know if that makes any sense. I don't know. Not cool. Tottenham. Days after getting knocked out of the possibility of advancing to the Champions League knockout rounds, cue the Europa League, Spurs lost their first game of the Premier League season to Chelsea 2-1, which makes it sound like it should be higher up the table since it's their first loss in 13 games, but 6 of those games are draws, so they're not that high up the table. They're 7 points off the top and they're in 5th, which must be a very deflating feeling for their players and their fans because it just felt like you guys started so well. Cool! Not cool. All the teams in Serie A chasing Juventus. The cool Roma, AC Milan, Lazio, Atalanta, Torino, and Genoa all gained 3 points on the league leaders after Juve's 3rd loss of the season. The not cool, they didn't gain ground on anyone else because everyone else around them on the table won. Cool! Schalke. After a dreadful start to their season where they lost 5 straight games in the league, Schalke have rattled off 10 wins and 2 draws in their last 12 games in all competitions, including a 3-1 win over Darmstadt this weekend, which puts them in 8th in the table, only 4 points behind Borussia Dortmund, who are disappointingly in 7th. Also, since we're talking about the Bundesliga, I need to say something about Eintracht Frankfurt, who have been quietly becoming one of the best teams in Germany under manager Niko Kovac, where they sit only 3 points behind Bayern Munich in 3rd. Not cool. Nice. Yo, no more Mr. Nice, guys. You can't drop points at home against lowly Bastia 1-1 and expect to win anything of substance this season, especially when PSG behind 2 goals from Edinson Cavani beat Lyon on the road 2-1, or when Monaco what's Marseille, like I mentioned earlier. Those guys are 1 point behind you now, so you have to pick up your games this week. You have 2 league games in 1 week. You have to do it. Set the tone. Do it now. You're playing against Guingamp, and Toulouse. Make it happen. Cool. The Liga MX playoffs. Because shit is loco down there. Listen to this. The number 8 seeded team Lyon played against my number 1 seeded Zolos, and they beat them. They beat my Zolos 3-0 in leg 1. However, in leg 2, my Zolos came back and scored 3 goals. It was 3-3, and then Lyon scored 2 goals late, and then it's just over. It was done. And then the number 7 seed Necaxa took care of the number 2 seed Pachuca. Like, all right, cool, thanks. Number 7 and number 8 are going through. And then number 5 Club America played against number 4 Chivas Guadalajara, and they hate each other, and America barely squeaked through, even though Chivas Guadalajara beat them pretty easily earlier in the season. So that was a bit of a shock. So you got 5, 7, and 8 going through to the semifinals, and you think Pumas was going to do it against Tigres, and they didn't. Tigres slapped them around, and that 3 seed goes through. So number 3 Tigres plays number 8 Lyon, and number 5 America plays against number 7 Necaxa. Should be pretty fun to watch. Not cool. FC Porto. Listen to this. They have registered 3 draws in a row in the league. This time a 0-0 affair on the road against Belenenses. That puts them 7 points behind Benfica, which means the league is over. The Portuguese league is over, and Benfica is going to win it again. So congratulations to them. What an incredible achievement. Cool. Not cool. Feyenoord. The cool? The league leaders at home scored 2 goals in injury time to salvage a draw with Utrecht 3-3. The not cool? With these 2 drop points, Ajax has now caught them on top of the table. Cool! Palmeiras. With a good mix of young, like 19-year-old potential superstar Gabriel Jesus, who's heading to Manchester City soon, and old, like 42-year-old former superstar Zé Roberto, Palmeiras won their first Brazilian championship since 1994, and that is a big deal, and that deserves our respect. So big congrats to them on that. Not cool. Sydney FC. The best team in the A-League was at home against the worst team in the A-League, Adelaide United, and it should have been a bloodbath, and it wasn't. It was a 0-0 draw, which allowed both Melbourne clubs, who are in 2nd and 3rd respectively, to gain ground on them after they had their wins, which is unacceptable, Sydney FC. Your no losses, 18 goals for and 3 against in 8 games is not good enough. Okay, that is it. That is all this predicting genius has for you today. But speaking of predicting, did I tell you that I get all my picks right from Friday? I got all of them right. You guys, did I tell you that? Yeah? I told you that? Are you sure? Positive? Okay, fine. Then I'll see you tomorrow. Later.